Hi folks, the Filipino P here, and today I'm gonna do something a little different. When I did the video Pee on the Couch, you guys seem to like the informal style where I just talk about whatever's on my mind. And I promised to do another one, so here we are with Pee on the Floor on top of a blankie because the floor is kind of hard. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about angry subscribers, Marianne from Gilligan's Island, a nasty online scam that's making their rounds again, and a whole bunch more. So sit back, get some popcorn, and let's chat. Now, before I get started, I want to dedicate this video to Tim Khan. A few hours after I released a recent video, Tim frantically posted his comments were being blocked and he was unsubscribing because his words were taking too long to show up. Now, you know I love you, Tim, but for those of you that don't know how this works, let me describe a typical video release night. Your comments aren't being blocked. They can just take a while to show up. I have to manually read and approve every comment before it goes public, and there's a good reason why I have to take all the extra time to do it that way, because you guys can't see the kinds of comments I get on this end, but I bet some of you can imagine. Of course, I get the obscene stuff with words that I just don't allow in the comment section, but I also get people, trying to post my personal phone number or attacking me personally or talking crap about other channels. Then I get the people who post links to XXX adult sites or to other videos that attack someone, and I actually have to follow all those links to see what they are before I can figure out if the comment is safe to post. Now imagine that it's 8 p.m. and my video just went live. Within seconds, I've got hundreds of comments pouring in, sometimes thousands if it's a busy night, and I have to read and release every single one. But then I also have to reply to them too, which takes 10 times as long. And I don't post generic responses. I actually read and, because I care about you guys, I read what you guys write and I take the time to respond with more than a smiley face. Not only does that take hours and hours, and I usually don't go to bed before sunrise. And I know, guys, some of you know that I'm a nocturnal creature anyway, but believe it or not, I also have to do things like eat food and take a shower. So there can be gaps of an hour or so before I'm back on the comment section. The other night, after I released a video, I got a splitting headache, I guess, from staring at the screen. So after about 3 hours of releasing comments, I just had to turn off my phone and lay down. So I'm sorry that the other ones didn't get posted till morning, but I did get to them eventually. But guys, please keep those comments coming because I love to read them, and I encourage you to post whatever you like within reason. Agree with me or disagree with me, it doesn't matter as long as you make yourself heard. But for you, Tim Khan, you kind of hurt my feelings, not because you wanted to unsubscribe. That's your choice, of course, but I've always thought of myself as your bartender, your lifeguard, and your waitress. So when you accuse me of bad service, that kind of stings. My service is one of the things that separates me from other channels, but I assure you, Waitress P is getting to your table as fast as she can. Another thing people sometimes say, P, why aren't there any subtitles on your video? Well, I just found out that apparently subtitles can take up to 5 hours to show up. YouTube handles that. They're auto-generated, so I'm afraid it's out of my hands, guys. If you need the subtitles, just wait a few hours before watching a new video. And now I'd like to thank you folks that are always sending me video clips and suggestions for cultural references from old TV shows, songs, and ideas for future costumes you'd like to see. For some reason, a lot of people want my next costume to be Marianne from Gilligan's Island. I didn't know that one, but you guys sent me a lot of clips of Marianne, so I checked them out, and the show is actually funny. It's the kind of humor that Filipinos like, so maybe I'll do Marianne soon. Who knows? But thanks for sending me pieces of your culture, guys. I really appreciate it. I think I explained in several of my videos that I was always a Western culture junkie. It's not that I want to be a Westerner. It just means I like a lot of your pop music and movies, especially the 80s. Oh my God, they're the best. And you guys are sending me so much of it now, and I feel like I'm getting a crash course in it. Before long, I won't even need to Google anything. I'll be the expert. So thank you so much. But one thing I'm always wondering is what you are doing when a new PEA video pops up. You know, I'm kind of curious. I imagine some people are eating breakfast, some people just got to work, some of you guys might be driving, maybe you just finished dinner. For most of my Western viewers, I'm usually doing the opposite of whatever you're doing. And since it's nighttime here when I release my video, you guys must be doing your daily routine. So how is it you have time to comment? Are you at work but goofing off and watching my video instead? Maybe you took a quick bathroom break? If that's the case, please don't get yourself in trouble on my account, but thanks for sneaking me in there with you. But please don't let your boss or your girlfriend catch us. I don't think you're gonna like it. You're gonna be in trouble, big trouble, especially if your girlfriend is a Filipina. But I'd love to hear from some of you folks that always comment. What are you usually doing when you first see my video? Now, I don't get a lot of free time myself, but I recently binge-watched a series on Netflix that I really like. I don't usually recommend shows to people because it's a personal thing and, you know, everyone likes different stuff. But if you get a chance, check this out. It's called Squid Game. It's Korean, but it's overdubbed in English. I don't know if it's available on Netflix in the West, but if you can find it, oh gosh, guys, I think you're gonna like it. It's really weird and quirky, and I watched the first season without hardly even moving, and I paid the price the next morning. Can you just imagine? Like big puffy eyes. It's about desperate people who are offered a chance to play a game to the death in order to get out of financial trouble. There's much more to it than that, but if any of you enjoyed movies like, I don't know, The Circle, or maybe The Cube, or The Hunger Games, The Squid Game, I highly recommend it. So check that out. Okay, now I need to warn you guys about something that I mentioned a while back in a video called Confessions of a Cam Girl. It's a sextortion scam that can actually ruin your life, and it seems to be on the rise again. And in just the last week, I've been contacted by 2 more subscribers that have experienced it, and here's how it works. You know, you're talking with a woman online, and she asks if you'd like to do some naked video chat. Even if she sounds like a total scammer, it sounds like free fun, and you assume that she's gonna be the only one taking anything off. But once things start getting, you know, interesting, she convinces you to join in the fun. She's counting on getting you aroused, so you'll drop your guard as well as your clothes. But once you do, you may get a message that says, unless you pay me X number of dollars, I'm gonna send the video I just recorded to everyone you know, your ex-wife, your maybe kids, or your boss, or all your co-workers, and maybe even your friends at church. Because she also just copied your friends list if it wasn't set to private, and any other personal info she can get about you. And now the ball's in your court. Don't pay? And you could have some splaining to do with friends and family. But if you do decide to pay, she'll just keep asking for more and more. Her job is just to get as much out of you as she can until you're completely broke. So guys, please do not fall for that scam. I know I mentioned that I was contacted by 2 more subscribers this week. One of the guys recognized the scam as it was happening. Good for him, and he was able to dodge a huge bullet. When a woman you just met wants to take her clothes off on camera for free, you might want to consider that as a red flag and you have to run for the hills. Unfortunately, the other person that contacted me wasn't so lucky. Out of fear for what might happen, he started paying the woman, and of course, every time he did, she just demanded more. He's recently gotten the authorities involved, and I wish him the best. And you guys don't want to be in that position, do ya? There's a really detailed video that describes this scam, and I put the link to it in the description box. Even if it isn't something you're likely to face yourself, I advise everybody to take a look at it just to so that you have a better idea of who might be on the other end of your chat session. So beware, guys. So now, I'll tell you what's coming up soon on the channel. I've got several new panels of guests for my talk show segments. I've got women over 30, young single women, and I've got a panel of local guys who are gonna tell us what they think Filipinos are like. I think this is going to be interesting. And I'm also doing a video about survival cooking after a zombie apocalypse. Yes, I am serious. I'm gonna show everyone what great food you can make even if you're just living off the land. And there's a lot of that here in the Philippines, so please stay tuned. I'm also thinking about doing a 10-minute stand-up comedy routine if I can work up the nerve. Kind of like an act you'd see at a comedy club. And I have a feeling it can be really good or really bad. You'll have to be the judge, guys. And all that's in addition to my regular content. So I've definitely got some unique stuff coming. I've always told you guys to expect the unexpected, and I meant it. Well, that's it for today. And thanks for sharing your time with me for this little chat session. And I'll be back in a few days with my normal programming, as if there's anything normal about this channel in the first place. Well, till next time, folks. Bye. Oh, hey, Tim. Mr. Khan. Yes, I'll take care of you as soon as I possibly can. I'm by myself tonight, and as you can see, the place is at like 2,000% capacity. So please forgive me if it takes a little longer than usual to get your order out. Huh? You're not gonna eat here anymore just because I can't instantly service you? Well, kiss my grits! If you think about it, I'm kind of like your stewardess, making sure you stay in an upright position during the video and guiding you to the exits. The exits of all your worries about life in the Philippines. The captain has asked that you please give a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to this channel. And for your entertainment, we have a selection of other in-flight movies for you to enjoy. In the case of an emergency landing, place your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye. Have a nice flight!